Cruise captains aboard Royal Caribbean Cruise Line ships are starting to make announcements about cancellations of cruises that people are currently on. Is this going to impact your upcoming cruise? What ships does this impact? And what is happening? Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Jordan, and if you're new to the channel, this is JJ Cruise. We are a cruise channel all about the obsession that is cruising, and we are here to bring you some extremely breaking news. Today is January 7th, 2022, and we have a good friend that is aboard a Royal Caribbean ship. They are on Jewel of the Seas, and they just tipped off the channel to let us know the captain just came on the intercom to make an announcement that Jewel of the Seas would be returning back to Miami and suspending all sailings up until February 22nd, 2022. That is the next 6 weeks of sailings on Jewel of the Seas. Now, of course, this all has to do with the number of COVID cases that are on board. I have a feeling that ships are trying to do some mitigation here to try to not get into the red. If you don't know, the CDC has a color coding system. Ships can be color coded green, yellow, orange, or red. Not in that order. It's actually green, orange, yellow, and red. Most cruise ships right now are at yellow. All cruise ships sailing around the world have COVID cases on them, and Jewel of the Seas apparently has maybe a little bit more. Now, Jewel of the Seas is doing 6 and 8 night sailings throughout January and February. There was supposed to be a cruise that takes off in just 2 days from now, and those people have already been informed that their cruise is now canceled. Now, I do just want to say that this is a rumor, but we have heard something similar just happened on Symphony of the Seas. The captain just came over the intercom and announced that the next 3 weeks of sailing is going to be canceled. Now, that is not confirmed information. However, if it happened on the Jewel, we know that Symphony also has COVID on board, and cases are only going up from here. So there's a good chance that Symphony of the Seas, we could see some cancellations right now as well. Now, I do just want to get into a little bit of information here about what's happening with Omicron in the US. Scientists, doctors, and experts are saying that the Omicron spike is probably going to happen in the month of January. So we're going to see these massive numbers hopefully start to come back down as we get into the month of February. Of course, cruises are still remaining one of the safest places to be. We always say this, it is safer than your local supermarket. You are in a place with all fully vaccinated individuals, but we know that there's been a lot of talk about booster shots and what is happening with the cruise lines and requiring boosters. I think there's a good chance we're going to start to see some brand new protocols and brand new requirements for sailing coming out here in the next potentially days, if not weeks. Of course, our hearts go out to everyone that is being affected by these cancellations. I know that this feels like March 2020 2.0. I know that it is difficult. We have so many friends that are on ships, that are crew, that have just expressed, there's just a lot of anxiety because there's a lot of unknown as to what's going to happen and how this Omicron variant is going to impact the industry. We want to keep sailing, and we have to keep sailing, and we do not want to see these shutdowns, but the health and safety of the guests and the passengers aboard the ship, and of course, the crew are important, the main importance. That's important number one. We really, really know that Royal Caribbean has done a great job of trying to keep their people safe, and we just have to trust if they are going to pause a cruise ship for a few weeks, it is truly just going to be a pause, and that it's not going to be a long-term shutdown. I do believe that that is true. I think that this is just going to be temporary, and I think that we will see, Jewel of the Seas, for example, come back February 22nd as a COVID-free ship and come back stronger than ever. I definitely want to hear what you think in the comments, so please share with me what you think there. And I do want to invite you to subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 20,000 subscribers, and you could be a part of the first 20,000. Thank you to everyone who has been subscribing recently. We've seen a lot of growth here in 2021. And we really appreciate it. But let me know in the comments what you think. What do you think about this? Are you sitting at home absolutely pulling your hair out over this news? Is this like ruining your day? It is kind of ruining my day because we have a lot of cruises coming up here in the next several months, and we of course do not want to see those cruises get canceled or impacted by COVID again. We are very pro cruise here in our household. We believe that the cruise industry needs to keep going. We think that people need to keep sailing, but of course, People have to do that safely. And again, that is importance number one, that you have to be safe. If you're worried about cruising right now, if it doesn't make you feel very safe, then of course you don't have to cruise. But I do want to let you know that cruising is some of the most safe travel that you can be doing here in 2022. It is the only travel and transportation industry that is requiring things like masking, full vaccination, testing. Cruises have gone above and beyond what the CDC has asked them to do. And we truly believe that cruising is a safe way to travel. If you turned into our talk show earlier this week, The Wake, I shared this, and I firmly believe it. There are more people safely traveling right now via cruise ships than there are any other place in the travel industry. And there are more people that are traveling and not getting sick than people that are traveling and getting sick. Of course, the media, people want you to hear the stories of the people getting sick. And of course, anytime you step out of your own home, there is a risk. Every single time you step out of your house, you have a risk. So you have to really understand what that risk is and know if it's right for you to travel right now. But I had to hop on and share this because this was just such breaking news, and we do try to get breaking news to you as we hear it. I know 2021 we did a lot more lives and less cruise news, but we're going to be trying to do a lot more here in 2022. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and leave me a comment. Tell me what you think of this brand new news. It's fresh. Discuss.